show. You're greatly appreciated. Baker here for three. Knocks out pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. That's going to get Bowman with a double and scored. And that's a deep fly ball left field. And it's going to be gone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com, here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana, as we have the 11-3 and MEC Conference record 3-1 Eastern Hancock Royals taking on your 8-1 and 2-0 in MEC Conference Wapahani Raiders. Again, here as always, I'll be a play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We thank you all for tuning in here for this Wednesday night meeting here between Wapahani and Eastern Hancock. As we'll get right into things with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Dr. Kara J. Wolf, DDS-PC, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So again, the Raiders were at it last night. They was on the road at Hagerstown, in which they took down the Tigers in straight sets, 25-19, 25-11, 25-12. To, like I said, improve to 8-1 on the season. Wasn't possibly the cleanest game. There in that first set, had, a few little hiccups here and there. It's kind of back and forth. But that second set, we played fabulous. I mean, from start to finish, just a solid job by everyone there in that second set. Then the third set, it started out, again, kind of that back and forth. Neither team could really get any kind of momentum. Serving errors on both sides as well. It's just kind of, just not a pretty sight there in that third set. But then your Raiders got it going. And I remember very, vividly there, Cameron Wise had a big kill. I think it was on the right side. And, just kind of jump-started the team. We ended up going on to roll over the Tigers there in that third set, like I said, 25-12. And so coming here to tonight's ball game, this Eastern Hancock team has put together a really nice season here so far. They played a couple really nice teams. They were swept by Westdell earlier on in the season, but they've also beat Blue River, they beat Shenandoah, and they beat Union. So those are the three conference wins. Again, their lone loss coming to Westdell. The Raiders so far have defeated Westdell and Blue River. Those are the only two opponents that we've played in the MEC so far. So should be a good one here tonight. We're really looking forward to it, and we hope all of you are as well. We'll go ahead and step aside here for a break, folks. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Dr. Kara J. Wolf, DDS-PC. Again, here on the other side, we'll have tonight's national anthem as well as the starting lineups. Again, between the Eastern Hancock Royals and your Wapahani Raiders. All righty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network. Sorry, I'm the PA announcer out here as well, so kind of have to bear with me here a little bit, but we'll take a look here at tonight's starting lineups. First for Eastern Hancock, got number 1, Sydney Bednarski, number 7, Megan Rutherford, number 9, Ruby White, number 10, Lily Hunt, number 15, Sydney Hayes, and number 16, Brooklyn Willis. Again, the Royals coached by Corey Rainbolts. The reserves here for Wapahani include number 3, Emily Stewart, number 7, Chloe Cook, number 8, Sophia Beeson, number 10, Anne-Marie Gibson, number 14, Shayna Ray, number 15, Bailey Carpenter, and number 16, Cadence Brewer. And now for your FC Tucker Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook and Joanne Davis starting lineup here tonight. Start off here with number 4, Gracie Stanley, number 5, Briley Felton, number 6, Ashton Zitgraff, number 9, Anna Buck, number 11, Macy Bowden, and number 12, Cameron Wise. Again, Raiders coached by Katie Weir, assisted by Paige Williamson, Lindy Davis, Madison Mangus, and Caitlin Riddle. So, folks, we'll go ahead and get this party started up in here this evening. We'll start off here with number 16, Brooklyn Willis, back to serve to begin the night. Bowden here with a setup to Felton here on the right side, but quick reaction there by number 9, Ruby White. And that was deflection right there. Point goes to Eastern Hancock. Again, do want to thank everyone for tuning in here this evening. Again, here as always, Brandon Morvillius with your play-by-play call. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Thanks for spending your Wednesday evening here with us. Middle of the week volleyball action here this evening. Bowden on over here to Wise, bringing it already here in this one. First kill here of the evening. So Briley Felton will now be back to serve. Tied up here at 1. Handled right there by Rutherford. On the attack right there was number 10, Lily Hunt, which is a big-time threat. Leads the team in kills with 155 of them through the first 14 games of the season. So we'll have a net violation called on Wapahani. Eastern Hancock will take the point and a 2-1 lead. So Lily Hunt, getting right there in the front row, along there with Bednarski. And also Ruby White, as that one's hit out of bounds. So a very good start through the first few points here for the Raiders. Long way to go. Tell you what, the Raiders really got lucky right there. One just kind of looked at one another. Again, that was off the fingertips there of, I'm not sure if that was Buck or Wise right there. Nonetheless, a 4-1 Royals lead here in the early stages this evening. Handled by Baker. Bowden sets it to Wise. Nice dig right there from, I think that was number 7, Rutherford. Wise again hits that one out of bounds. Handled by Felton off a serve, set on the Buck. Briefly mishandled there by Bednarski, but they'll get it back over, tip it right back down by Ruby White, and what a start here by Eastern Hancock as the Raiders will take a timeout, their first here of the evening, and we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during this timeout. We would like to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. Again, we can't do what we do without them. So we would like to send out a big thanks to FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Let Ted and Joanne be the key to all of your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or investment properties, we get the job done. Call Ted Cook at 765-744-8143 and Joanne Davis at 765-748-1316. Again, that is FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. And so again, here as we come back out of the timeout, and the Raiders down 6-1 here early in this one. Not quite the start he was obviously hoping for. But at some point here, we've got to get that coming to a screeching halt. Tipped across there by Bowden and worked out beautifully right there. And about the only opportunity she had at doing anything with that ball. So very close, tight to the net, nearly right on top of it. So nonetheless, here we'll see Chloe Cook and Ashton Zickgraf in here. Zickgraf back to serve. Mishandled there again, so the Royals continue some early success on our first on here, coming right out of the gate. Nice job right there. Willis gets her hands up, tipped over and inbounds by number 16, Brooklyn Willis. And so that won't get over. Luckily, they're here for Wapahani. So now in will come Cadence Brewer, seeing her first action of the night. 9-3 Eastern Hancock here in set number 1. Wise back there to serve. So 9-4. Miscue there from the Royals. Brewer right there one-on-one there with White as she wins the battle. And that one's going to be hit out of bounds. And so here come the Raiders. Starting to mount a little bit of momentum here on their side. Again, they was down 9-2. He's gotten this game back to a much more manageable amount right now. And there's Brewer with the stuffing. And so again here, whatever head coach Weir setting that timeout, again, may not have initially, set them up very well, but eventually kind of sunk in a little bit there for the Raiders, and it's been all Wapahani really ever since. Zickgraf there with a dig. Bound will set it on up there to Cook, and there's another Cook here with a kill. Wise, Bowden gets it over. Hayes sets it up there to Bednarski, and that's going to be a 2-hit call there on the Raiders. So a nice long run, though. Rattled off 6 consecutive. Then was down 9-2. So back to serve number 9, Ruby White. And White coming in here with 5 aces on the season, 13 serving errors. A miscue there by the Royals. Gets the Raiders back on the board again. Now makes this a 10-9 game with Bowden now back to serve. So the woes continue here for the Royals. I'm not sure exactly what happened to them here, but of course, obviously here if you're Wapahani, you love how things have kind of turned around here for you. We've got number 13, Ella Shaw, now subbing in for Eastern Hancock. She'll now be back to serve. As the Royals now only here with a 1-point lead. Received there by Zitgraf. Bowden right there, set up Brewer, but nice dig there from Talby. Barrow. Bowden back to Brewer one more time, but again was met that time by Coffin, Olivia Coffin. As we'll have a lift called on the Royals. The Raiders will take point number 11 as Bednarski will return to the floor for the Royals. Also now in for Wapahani will be Gracie Stanley and Anna Buck. Set up there again. That was number 7 Rutherford there on the attack that time as Felton connects on one. And the Raiders will have their first lead here of the night. So Stanley again back to serve. Handled by Bednarski. And they'll just get it over. A little free ball action here for the Raiders. Bowden on the Buck. Again, recognizing the defense there a little bit. All about court awareness. Nice hustle there from Bowden as the Raiders will get it back across to, at least to give them a little bit of a chance right here. Bowden there with a dig. Baker very close set to the net. Raiders might have got away with one right there. Stanley, Bowden on to Brewer. Yes! Beautiful job right there from the Raiders. No quit on that point whatsoever. Shanked off there to the right side there by Talby, and that's sent long right there by Olivia Coffin. And so the Raiders are on a run right here, lead at 14-11 now as Eastern Hancock will take a timeout. Again, this will be their first charged timeout here of the evening. So we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break, and we'll be back here with more on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, welcome back out of the timeout. 14-11 Wapahani. And what a turnout has been here for the Raiders. Again, was down 9-2. But has finally got things moving in the right direction. And tell you what, has been all the Raiders ever since as Brewer comes up with a big block right there. But the Raiders have went on a 13-2 run. What a response after a slow start here for Wapahani. Obviously, yeah, you'd like to start better, but it's how you can overcome and respond to that adversity. Really says a lot right here. Baker, Bowden on to Felton on the back set. Oh, just sends it a little long. And the Royals will take the point right there, 15-12 now, as we'll see number 7, Megan Rutherford, back to serve. Handled by Baker off the serve, set on the Buck, bringing it right there. And so Wise back in the game. We'll have Reese Baker back to serve. Bednarski looked like it might have been a little bit of a miscommunication on who was going to take that ball between her and Talby. And Bednarski went ahead and took it herself and sent that one a little long. Mispassed right there, and then Felton mishandles the bad pass over the net. And so the Royals luck out right there. Will collect on the point, back to a 4-point lead here for Wapahani. Another serve, this time against set a little too far by number 12, Olivia Coffin. So the Raiders will take another point right here away from now 18-13. Leads it by 5, and Felton now back to serve. Handled by Willis. Set on. That was number 10, Lily Hunt. Baker now on the buck. Nice hustle right there. Rutherford gets to it in time. Set back up to Buck one more time. Bednarski mishandles it, and nobody can get to it thereafter, so Buck will collect on it right there. The Raiders now expand that lead just a little bit further, out of their largest of the night of 6. Blocked, or deflected rather, right back at him. Right there was Wise. And we're going to have a net violation here on Wapahani. So we'll have number 15, Sydney Hayes, back to serve for the Royals. Sent deep there into the back row. Bowden on the buck. Very close, but Wapahani will get it over. Now to Wise, and just a little too far from the net, and hits it straight into it. And Stanley won't get there in time, as that's going to be an ace here for Hayes. As we'll see, number 3, Emily Stewart now in the ball game here for Gracie Stanley. Felton, Bowden to Buck. Deflected up there by number 9, Ruby White. Hunt on the attack, dug out by Stewart. Bowden now on the Buck. Getting right there was number 15, Hayes. Stewart again, Bowden chases it down. And Buck still not able to get anything to fall. Hunt on the attack, off the deflection, and out of bounds off the Raiders. So after it was a, I believe, 6 or 7 point lead here for Wapahani, is whittled down to just 2. Make that 3 as Wise etches that in for point number 20. So in comes Cook and Zitgraff for Buck and Stewart. Zitgraff back to serve. Hayes set it on the Hunt. Dug by Baker. Cook on the attack. Dug that time by, kind of hard to tell, looks like Brooklyn Willis. Cook gets it that time, and we're going to have a off the fingertips there of the Royals. So a tip. (21-17). Shanked off the left side. There's an ace for Ashton Zitgraff. Comes really at a big moment here in the game. Still pretty close ball game, but you get later in this set, you only need 3 more points now. Take the opening set here of the evening. And then the Raiders, unfortunately, will give that point essentially right back to them. Now 22-18. And back to serve now be number 10, Lily Hunt. Bowden on the slide to Wise. Mercy. Unfortunately there for the young lady. Nearly ate that one all in one bite. Goodness sakes. Cook, Bowden, Brewer dug out that time by Hunt. Rutherford now from the right side, and this hits that one into the net, and now the Raiders with set point as Cameron Wise again will be back to serve. Handled there from Willis. Goodness, and they hit the ball on top of the light fixture. Well, that's something you don't see every day. So we're going to redo it. All right, so Wise again back to serve. Bednarski hits that one well out of bounds, and the Raiders will take set number 1, 25-18. So after a rough start to the game here for Wapahani, they responded well and was able to come through, especially in some crucial moments right there, was able to come away with a 7-point victory here in set number 1. So we will go ahead and step aside here for a quick break. Again, here on the other side, we'll have set number 2 coming your way here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, thank you all for tuning in here for this Wednesday night volleyball action here between Wapahani and Eastern Hancock. And the Raiders took the opening set this evening 25-18. Again, after a little bit of a rough start. Got down 9-2 early. But then really ever since that point, they really just seemed more than in control. If you really get down to things, they went on a 23-9 run. That is getting it done. So, and a great start right here, collecting on the first point. So to take a 1-0 lead. Again, just a reminder, make sure to join us tomorrow night as well. We'll be back at it. It'll be 3 nights, 3 games here for Wapahani. But we'll be on the road tomorrow night against Muncie Burris in what should be a thrilling 3A matchup. And Buck gets the kill and gets the Raiders a 2-0 lead. But again, please join us there tomorrow night. You definitely will not want to miss it there from Ball Gymnasium, the Ball State University campus. 6 p.m. start time. Mishandled initially there by Coffin. Didn't quite react to that very well. And we'll have a net violation, thankfully, because the Raiders had a little bit of mistiming and miscommunication on their own. So a 3-0 start here. Baker still back to serve here for Wapahani. Set up to Hunt, and that was off the hand of Wise. So a kill for Hunt gets the Royals on the board here in the second set. Number 16, Brooklyn Willis now in the ball game and back to serve. Handled by Stewart, and Wise with an absolute missile there to the back corner. For 4-1 Wapahani. Briley Felton now back to serve. Found Willis right there. Hayes as Hunt will get to it. Free ball action, the slide from Wise works out beautifully. Great placement and great court awareness there from Wise. Able to find that open hole in the defense and executes it to a tee. So much better start here for the Raiders, obviously, than what it happened there in that first set. Hopefully we can just keep it going. He'll keep trending there in the right direction. Wise back on the attack again. And another one here for Cameron. She keeps on keeping on here in set number 2. Mishandled, and there's an ace for Briley Felton. Mishandled that time by Willis, and that will force Eastern Hancock again to take an early timeout here in the second set. As their Raiders now lead at 7-1. We'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. Again, we'd like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. Obviously, they all mean a great deal to us. So we would like to, first and foremost, send out a big thanks to the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, including President Richard Morris and his entire crew. They serve as the Wapahani, Center, and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyprairiealumni.com to get any information upon upcoming events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store. So again, a big thanks there to the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. And there is another ace for Briley Felton, as the Raiders are in control here of set number 2, 8-1 lead. Sent that one deep, and there's another. Bednarski sends it into the crowd as she tries to get the Raider student section involved in tonight's ball game. skipped over the top of the net. Hayes there set it up to, couldn't tell exactly who that was. Might have been Ruby White, and there's Buck with the kill. 10-1 Wapahani. So what a start here. Number 11, Mackenzie O'Neill, now in the ball game here for the Royals. Handled there by Rutherford. Hunt on the attack. Baker digs it out, and that's sent into the stands. So the Royals will get back on the board as Bednarski will return to the floor for Eastern Hancock. Back to serve will be number 15, Sydney Hayes. Right up there, getting Bowden and Hunt in a battle there at the net, as Hunt will take it that time. Received there by Baker, set on to Buck, and may we have another. Anna continues to have a nice game here for herself here in set number 2. So now here's Chloe Cook. Ashton Zickgraf also now in here and back to serve. And this 11-3 Wapahani lead here in set number 2. Again, if you are just now joining us, Wapahani took the opening set 25-18. Bowden there to Wise. Dug out by Willis that time there on the right side. And that's going to be deflected out of bounds off the hands there of one Lily Hunt here for Eastern Hancock. So Wise will collect on it right there and make this a 12-3 Wapahani lead. Nice serve there from Zickgraf. Again, just getting it over, keeping it in bounds, forcing your opponent to make a play. Bowden to Cook, and unfortunately that ball met the net. So 12-4 ball game. Number 10, Lily Hunt back to serve. Received there by Felton. Bowden with a back set there to Wise, and there is no answer for Cameron right now. Quite the wrecking crew the Raiders have. You have a numerous amount of options. And whether it be Wise or Brewer or Cook, Buck, Felton, it don't matter. All of them can get it done. Handled there by Hunt. Hayes sets it up there to Bednarski, and great court vision right there. He's able to find that sideline and execute that one there. Now docks that lead down to 9. And so we'll have number 12, Olivia Coffin, return to the floor for Eastern Hancock, and now back to serve will be Bree Talby. Talby gets it over. A little free ball here for the Raiders. Set on to Brewer, and that one lands out of bounds. To Brewer right there into the net. And so now a 14-7 ball game. Baker gets there. Nice hustle, and Cook won't get it over. Some miscommunication there on behalf of the Raiders. So 14-8. Now your score. Again, Talby still back to serve. Baker, Bowden, Cook. Yes. The recipe for success that time. Puts the Raiders back on top here by 7 at 15-8. And we'll have Macy Bowden back to serve. Save there by Hunt. Now Hayes sets it on rather Rutherford. Bowden to Brewer, but I think Brewer might have either mistimed that or thought that that ball was going to someone else. Nonetheless, it ends up being a point here for Eastern Hancock. Here's number 13. Ella Shaw will return to the floor and will drop back to serve. Felton on the attack. And that ball again just bouncing right off the top of the net. Just created a little bit of mistiming there for Felton, unfortunately. So again, after a really hot start here from the Raiders, it kind of cooled off a little bit, but Cook still putting it down with some authority here to make this a 6-point lead once again. Bednarski will return to the floor. Also, Emily Stewart and Anna Buck also back in here for Wapahani. Nice serve there from Emily right along the side. Tipped over there by number 12, Coffin. Here's Buck, the wind-up, and it will work. So back to a 7-point Wapahani lead. Bednarski then shanks it off there to the right side. And that's one thing, in the first set they weren't too bad. You know, at times it was a little shaky there with their serve reception, but here in this second set it has been quite the doozy here for the Royals from serve reception standpoint. Coming into the night, they only had 89 serve reception errors. As Felton will hit that one out of bounds, make this 18-11. Now again, 89 is a big number, but there's been 632 receptions. So really when you look at it, really not all that bad. Hunt on the attack. Baker digs it out. Buck will get there. Great job of transitioning right there from Anna. Emily will get there for the dig. Set on up. Buck on the attack, and it will fall right in there in the middle. And so returning to the floor, Cameron Wise. Back to serve will be Reese Baker. Hayes right over the net there. Stewart to dig it out. Set there to Wise. Bednarski now to Coffin. Baker, Bowden, Buck. Nice layout right there for the dig. I think that might have been Talby, but really didn't give her teammates much of a pass to go off of. Just a well-placed ball there from Buck. The floater served. Worked to perfection right there by Baker. And Felton again strikes for another. So I'm talking about here, folks. I mean, you can go to any one of them. It'll make a difference. Plenty of offensive firepower. Nice job there by Felton to get there. Buck, just a soft tip over the net. Great hustle right there. Great job there by Bowden just to get a hand on that. Or an arm, I guess you should say. And then Baker to chase that one down. Ends up being a point Here for the Raiders, here's we'll see number 10, Anne-Marie Gibson, now in here for the first time this evening. She'll sub in here for Emily Stewart. Handled there by Talby. Felton laid out for it, but it'll end up being a point here for Eastern Hancock. So Coffin back to serve. Also White back in the game. Ruby White. There's Gibson, Bowden, Buck. Dug out there by Bednarski. Wise back on the prowl again as she collects on another kill. Don't ask me how many that is because I have no idea. But she has a large number of them. Guarantee it's got to be very close to 10, if not more. Baker, Bowden, Wise again. Getting that there was Willis getting there that time. And there's Bowden again trying to create a little trickery of her own. So the Raiders just 2 points away. Taking a 2-0 lead over Eastern Hancock. Short serve right there. Felton gets to it. Bowden set on to Wise. And there's another kill for Cameron. So Cook and Zitgraff will return to the floor. Ashton will be back to serve for set point. 24-13. Hayes gets to it. Hunt on the attack, and that falls out of bounds. Great job. Again, court awareness. Reese Baker, an outstanding job right there of watching that one sail right on by. So again, your Raiders now with a 2-0 lead. Again, they took the first set 25-18, set number 2 25-13. So they are well on their way to victory number 9 here this evening. Still got one more set to get. We hope you all stay right here with us. Again, here on the other side of the break, we'll have set number 3 coming your way here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here live on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Again, thank you for tuning in and spending your Wednesday night here with us. We want to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. Again, as always, like I always say, we can't do what we do without them, so we are so very appreciative. And one of those sponsors we want to recognize this evening is Selma American Legion Post 437, again located at 315 South Albany Street in downtown Selma, Indiana. Selma American Legion has been an integral part of the Selma community for decades. To become a Sons of American Legion member or a woman for membership in the auxiliary, contact the Selma American Legion Post 437 at 765-282-7020. Also, make sure to stop on in there. They serve lunch and dinner daily. You won't regret that. I'll tell you that they have some great food down there. And also, another thing here, they're having a car show and a hog roast on September 11th. So that will be on Saturday. Obviously commemorating the 20th anniversary of 9/11, but again, they'll be having a hog roast that starts at noon, and then a car show that starts at 3 p.m. and goes until 7. To register, you can go to the Selma Legion on Facebook or register when you get there. The cost is $10. So make sure, come on out, support the Selma American Legion. They do great things, and can't say enough great things about them. But again, a hog roast and a car show. Hog roast starts at noon, car show starts at 3 on Saturday, September the 11th. We hope you all can come on out. Again, that will be right there at the Selma American Legion, right there in the heart of downtown. So as we get back to volleyball, again, set number 3, as Wapahani again has a 2-0 lead. And if you are just now joining us for the first time this evening, I'm Brandon Morvillius, your play-by-play broadcaster. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And here comes Anna Buck coming through again right here to collect on point number 1 here for Wapahani here in the third set. Again, started off the ball game. Again, the Raiders had a little bit of a rough start there in that first set, but then bounced back and responded and ended up rolling on to a big victory there in set number 1. Set number 2 was completely different. We got off to an outstanding start. I think it was right around 10-1, I believe, or 11-1. And Eastern Hancock got back within, I believe it was 5. And then the Raiders just kind of took off again, going on there to that 12-point victory. And here comes Cameron Wise, just steamrolling right through that defense with all these hits that she's performed here this evening. So Chloe Cook, Ashton Zittgrant return to the floor. And Ashton will be back to serve. Handled there by Willis. Hayes on the hunt, and she hits that well out of bounds. So a 3-1 start here for Wapahani. Hayes with another set up to Hunt. Soft touch right there, and is able to find that open hole in the Raider defense. And so now Hunt will be back to serve, a 3-2 Wapahani lead. Receive there from Felton, set on, and Cook. They didn't get I'm not sure if it was just a bad set there from Bowden or just a little mistiming or what that exactly was. What I do know is Eastern Hancock ties it up here at 3. Wise sends that one long. Didn't quite get on top of the ball to where she can pound it down to the floor. Felton, Bowden on the Cook, and now we're going to have a 2-hit call. So a heck of a series of events here from the Raiders, as Eastern Hancock has now rattled off 4 consecutive to take a 5-3 lead. And for whatever reason, well, they finally found the ball. Again, we lost the first game ball earlier. It's actually currently still sitting on top of one of the lights out here in the gymnasium. So if we lose this second one, then we're going to have to revert to a practice ball. So Cook unloads. The Raiders back to a 5-4 deficit now, only by 1. As Cameron Wise back to serve. Also Cadence Brewer now in the ball game. Hunt mishandled that one. Absolute missile of a serve there from Cameron Wise. Again, leading the team in that statistical category. And that one heads right into the net. So another 1-point lead here for Eastern Hancock as number 12, Olivia Coffin, will return to the floor. Also, Ruby White will now be back to serve. Bowden sets it on up to Cook. Handled there by White. And we'll free ball action here for the Raiders. Zitgraf, Bowden, Brewer, yes! Heck yes. Ties it up at 6. Brewer placed that one beautifully right there onto the floor. And great court awareness, as we'll see Sophia Beeson now for the first time tonight. And that's going to be another 2-hit call, this time on the Royals. And so the Raiders will now retake the lead, 7-6. Then Bowden still back to serve. Handled there by Hunt. They're off the serve. Bednarski tips it over. Great hustle there by Zitgraf. And looked like she might have got the wrong end of the deal right there, a knee to the face. So we hope she's going to be all right. Love the hustle. Exactly what you should do, but nonetheless, tie game here at 7. Cook tries to find the line. Unfortunately, unable to that time. We'll give props there to Jason Buck, being the line judge. He's moved from the mic to just line judging now. And done a very good job so far. And cat-like reflexes as well. Got a ball screaming right at you. You got to get out of the way quick, fast, and in a hurry. Zitgraf there, Bowden to Brewer. Dug out by Hunt. Hayes will set it there to Coffin. Zitgraf. Bowden now on to Cook one more time, and we'll have a net violation here on the Royals as Emily Stewart and Anna Buck sub back in for the Raiders. Also now in for the Royals will be Bednarski for Ella Shaw. Nice serve there from Stewart. Coffin gets it across there. Baker chases that one down deep in the corner. Buck tries to find the corner, but to no prevail right there. That's downward action there off the serve there from Rutherford. And Bednarski not able to handle that one. The Raiders come up with a big point there to now make this another 1-point lead. Wise returns to the floor. Again, we have Baker, Stewart, Bowden, Buck, Wise, and Beeson on the floor right now for the Raiders. Baker back to serve. Hayes with a setup to Coffin. And Baker unable to get there in time. Nothing special right there from Olivia Coffin, but just got it over. Be a bit surprised and just getting the ball over and keeping it in bounds. You know, again, forcing the defense to make a play. So Brooklyn Willis now serving. Great execution again, this time by Anna Buck. Having a real nice game here for herself. We'll see Briley Felton now in the game here for Beeson. And so Felton will now be back to serve. Give it the Raiders down by 1. And set number 3. Make that a tie ball game now. And the Royals have had some of these issues throughout the evening. Passing is a little bit of an obstacle here tonight at times, not all the time. Set to Wise. Nice job there by Rutherford getting to that one. Back to Wise one more time, getting full-on extension there, but another fine dig from Rutherford, but can't get to it in time. And so another well-placed ball here from Eastern Hancock gives them another 1-point lead at 12-11. Buck on the attack, blocked. Okay, never mind, 4 hits. I thought that the Royals might have touched that one. But that's not how up referee Bobby Boer's seen it. That's the first time we've had him this season. Real good referee, been doing it for a good while. And look at Wise finding that back corner. Again, picking apart that defense. Understanding where they were and thankfully where they weren't. So in comes Cook and Zitgraf. Again, Ashton back here to serve. Nearly mishandled there by Willis. Set on to Cook. Willis with a dig. Hayes will set it on up to Hunt and blocked by Wise. So that will tie it up here at 13 after some stuffing from Cameron Wise. Willis, Hayes, there to White. Quick reaction there by Felton. Cook back on the attack. Rutherford now as it's set on the Hunt. Zitgraf digs it. Bowden back to Wise one more time, and it is in there. Again, floats it right up into the air and down in play, just like that one that she had just a couple points ago. Sent it there to the back corner. This time found the sideline. Going cross court with it. And Zitgraf will get that one to fall just out of bounds. So tie game here at 14 and set number 3. Again, the Raiders here with a 2-0 lead. Zitgraf there. Bowden chases it down and Cook lays it down. As the Raiders retake the lead again. Let's see if we can start to mount a little bit of a run here. Neither team is what I would say has been in control here in this third set whatsoever. It's been a lot of back and forth, which makes, I guess, for roundabout way a good game. No doubt about that. Very close, highly competitive here in this third set. But obviously, if you're the Raiders, you'd like to put a little bit more distance between you and the opponent. Nice job right there. We got a 2-hit call here on the Royals. As Wapahani has expanded that lead now to 3. We'll have a timeout taken here by Eastern Hancock. And again, we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout, again, for our Liberty Perry Alumni Association game break. Again, some more sponsors we'd like to send out a big thanks to. Again, here this evening is Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership, owned by Randy Stoops and located at 4055 West Clare Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle or would like to know more information about one, make sure to contact Stoops at 765-288-1903 and also visit their online website at stoopsauto.com. So again, that is Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership. Stoops is driven to be the best. Also, big thanks to Kinshaw Properties, owned by Kendra and Shane Franks. Kinshaw Properties, a Muncie-based company that offers Ball State area rental homes. For more information, check out their website at kenshawproperties.com. Again, that is KENSHA properties.com. You can also contact them 765-356-1340. So as we get back to volleyball, the Raiders have indeed put a little bit of a run together here. Expand this lead out to a 4-point lead, 18-14. Cameron Wise still back here to serve. Skipped over the top of the net. That was a pancake there by Rutherford. But then unfortunately there for the Royals, Willis couldn't get there thereafter. Great hustle, but just didn't work out there for him. Another nice serve from Cameron. There's Wise. Bowden on over to Cook. Denied right there. Now Bowden. Again, a little trickery right there. Throwing a little curveball there at the Royals. And Cook will hit that one into the net. And so another substitution. We'll have number 12. Olivia Coffin back in. And now serving will be number 2, Bree Talby. Still a very manageable ball game here for Eastern Hancock. Oh, very close right there for Bowden. Going to land it out of bounds there now, 19-16. Talby still back to serve. Sent that one deep there. Baker handles it. Set on the Brewer. Dug by Hunt just a moment ago. There's Cook. Bowden back to Cook. And cooking it up, a nice recipe for success right there is Chloe and the Raiders, now leading at 20-16. Sophia Beeson will return to the floor for Wapahani. Tipped across by Coffin and inbounds right along the sideline. Great hustle there from Ashton Zitgraff. Unfortunately couldn't get there in time. Number 13, Ella Shaw, back in the game and back to serve. Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. We lost another volleyball. That's where the 2 volleyballs are, all the way up there. One is still on top of that light fixture, and the other one is up in the rafters. That's got to be a first, at least that I can recall, to where we've lost both game balls. And not only that, but it's right there in the same vicinity as well. That's complete accuracy on behalf of Eastern Hancock. I'll give them that one. But you have got to be kidding me. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get the old cherry picker out and bring it on in the gymnasium. Obviously, I'm kidding, but that is just absolutely remarkable. So I guess during this brief timeout, we'll go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. Big thanks to Kara J. Wolf, DDSPC, located at 3915 Wheeling Avenue in Muncie, Indiana. Make your appointment now to receive great care and leave with a pristine, beautiful smile. You can contact them at 765-288-1560. Their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. I was trying to watch because they're trying to get the ball down, and Jason Buck just threw it up there, and now it landed on top of the, I guess the device, if you will, that handles the American flag, the lowering and then raising it back up. He got that ball stuck up there too now. So, and we was just talking to Jason before the game about how he really didn't want to become a part of the broadcast. Well, that's not a very good way of not wanting to be a part of the broadcast. I mean, he literally just got the ball stuck. And we'll show it to you. Right up there, right on top of where the flag is. That is Jason Buck's throwing right there, folks. And again, great grouping here by Eastern Hancock and now Jason Buck. Boy, oh boy. All righty. Okay, so 20-17. Set to Cook, and there is the hammer. So Stewart and Anna Buck back into the game. Handled there by Talby. And Kaufman, a soft touch of her own right there, able to sneak that one down in play. Stewart there receiving that serve set on the Anna Buck, as Anna will connect on the kill. The Raiders now 3 points away from a straight set sweep here of the Royals this evening. You got Wise back in the game, Baker back to serve. Bowden there, Stewart set it on up there to Buck. Nice hustle there from Talby, laying out for the dig. Hunt will get it across. Here we go. Bowden, Wise. Talby gets there. Tell you what, that was dangerously close to a rip potentially. Here's Buck one more time. Talby with another dig. Hayes now to Hunt. Look at the cat-like reflexes there from Stewart and then Bowden, but the Raiders unable to come away with a point right there. The Royals right here in the conversation here in set number 3, only down by 3. We'll have Olivia Coffin back to serve. Wise on the attack. Man! Throwing it down with some authority again is Cameron Wise. And the Raiders now just 2 points away from a straight set sweep. 23-19, Briley Felton. That win there for Sophia Beeson, and now back to serve. And Hayes was quickly met there by Wise. And so now the time has arrived. Here's match point. And following the conclusion of this one, make sure to stay right here with us while the Raiders Live postgame show. And what a way to end it on an ace from Briley Felton. And the Raiders win it here tonight in straight set faction. A sweep of the Royals here this evening, 25-18, 25-13, 25-19. So, folks, we'll step aside here for a break. We'll be back with more here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
You're greatly appreciated. Baker here for 3, knocks out pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. That's going to get Hillman with a double and scored. And that's a deep fly ball left field, and it's going to be gone. All right, folks, welcome back here to our Raiders Live post-game show, again presented by Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Your Raiders here on the smiling side of the scoreboard once again here this evening with a sweep here of the Eastern Hancock Royals, 25-18, 25-13, 25-19. And what a game this was, to be quite honest with you. A good game, also some laughter, some comedic work, if you will. I still can't get over the fact that we lost one game ball onto the light fixture, another one up in the rafters. And again, I'm going to give another shout out again to Jason Buck. He threw it on top of the flag holder, if you will. It's just absolutely remarkable. And the grouping, like I said, is outstanding. Great marksmanship there on behalf of Eastern Hancock and Jason Buck. So again, that's where the volleyballs are. So I guess we're probably going to have to ship that one back to Eastern Hancock eventually. We'll have to send that one to UPS or something. But nonetheless, just a fantastic night. We got to have a little fun every now and again. And we definitely had a lot of that here this evening. But a great victory here tonight for Wapahani. Was a little shaky there in the third set. Like I said, there in the first set, got off to a little bit of a rough start, but responded really well after head coach Katie Weir took a timeout there. Was down, I believe it was like 6-1, 7-1 at the time. We got as much down as 9-2, and then we got it ramped up quickly and got our act together and ended up going on a 23-9 run or so. Yeah, 23-9 run there in the first set to end it. So what a way to respond in the face of adversity right there in that first set. And then second set was pretty much in command the entire time. And then, like I said, third set was a little bit more interesting than possibly what it should have been, but give a lot of credit there to Eastern Hancock. They kind of hung right in there, gave themselves a chance to kind of space out the game a little bit longer, see if they can get it to a four set there. But the Raiders were able to get the job done here in the end. So a great sweep here this evening. Again, your Raiders will be back at it tomorrow night at Ball Gymnasium as they will be taking on the Muncie Burris Owls. Again, that will be a 6 o'clock start time. We hope you all tune in there for that one. We'll be live here on the WHS Network coming up tomorrow night. Also, again, want to make this announcement again for the Selma American Legion Post 437. They will be hosting their hog roast and car show again on the 20th anniversary of 9/11 at the Selma American Legion, right in the smack dab heart of downtown Selma on Saturday. Again, the hog roast will start at noon. The car show will start at 3 p.m. and go until 7. Registration, I believe, starts at 2 p.m. So get there. Again, registration, the cost is $10. So, again, make sure, if you want to be a part of the car show or you want to go down there and get some pork, great, they have great pork barbecue there in that hog roast. So go on down there. Enjoy yourself and have a great day there coming up on Saturday. Should be wonderful weather to have it. So, show some support for community business there in the Selma American Legion. Greatly appreciate them. And we greatly appreciate all of our sponsors. Jones Auto Body, Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC Dealership, Next Home Elite Real Estate, Kenshaw Properties, East Jackson Auto Sales, FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook and Joanne Davis, the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, and Kara J. Wolf, DDSPC. So, again, we thank you all for tuning in this evening. Great victory here tonight for Wapahani. Again, a sweep of Eastern Hancock, 25-18, 25-13, 25-19. Your Raiders now improve to 9-1 on the season, 3-0 in the MEC Conference. So, folks, until tomorrow night with more Raider volleyball coming your way from Ball Gymnasium, I am Brandon Moore-Villius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying good night from Raider Gymnasium.